Hello, my beautiful set of community. You're welcome back to another episode of Do It Yourself Complete Mini Importation Training. So get to meet me. My name is Samuel Joshua, and of course, this is 𝐲𝐤 Logistics Limited, right? So if this is your first time of seeing a content like this, if this is your first time of hearing or coming across our YouTube channel, kindly do what to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just smash that subscription button and make sure you turn on that notification bell, so whenever we post another helpful content like this, YouTube will be able to notify you that 𝐲𝐤 Logistics has already posted another helpful tutorial. And if you are a return subscriber, thank you guys for coming back to watch our tutorials over and over again, right? So in today's tutorial, what we are going to be looking at is a very simple thing. We are going to be doing similarity comparison between 1688 and Pindoudou, right? So a lot of students, like a lot of people, have been confusing, right? They have been confused on where to order from, and they want to know the similarity and differences between ordering from 1688 and Pindoudou. So sit back and watch this very tutorial to the very end, because what I want to share with you, I'm going to be sharing the difficulties when it comes to registering the both apps. We are going to be looking at the merits, which is the advantages, and the disadvantages, right? And the secret you don't want to miss is the fact that at the end of the tutorial, I'm going to be sharing a free gift for you guys. So that is the more reasons you need to watch the video to the very end, right? So this is what we are going to be looking at. We are going to be looking at the downside of it, then the payment method, and the new payment method that PDD just introduced. That's a lot of things in this video, right? So without further more ado, let's dive into the tutorial. So all right guys, we are going to be starting the training properly now, and I'm going to be doing the similarities between the 1688 and Pindoudou app. Like I've said, I'm not going to be making this video a very long one, right? So now to start with, the one of the disadvantages and from Pindoudou. So right from start, if I'm to come to my account here, the account creation and the downloading of this Pindoudou app can be a issue in terms of maybe on Play Store. We don't have Pindoudou on Play Store. So I've already recorded the video on it on how you can get it downloaded. Then if you also want to create an account when it comes to Pindoudou, you know that it requires your WeChat. So if I'm to say that I'm coming to my settings here to just log this account out, if I want to create an account, you can see here it brings out these three major ways. Is either you use your WeChat or you use a mobile number to register. That's another issue entirely. So I've also recorded a video on how you can create a Pindoudou app without WeChat. I'm also going to be leaving the video under the description button, right? So now let's get back to the account. So this is my Pindoudou, like you've seen it now. So the first option that I just said now is the downloading of the Pindoudou app and the account creation. That's a major downside, which is part of the disadvantages when it comes to Pindoudou over 1688, right? That's the first thing. Now, looking down to the navigation of the dashboard, it is difficult to also explain how these apps work, like in terms of their Chinese language. You can see here, although the dashboard is more or less like 1688, but if you don't find your way around it, you will never know how it works, because the way they design the app is quite different from 1688. So that's another that's another issue, or that's another downside of Pindoudou, right? So now coming to another step, this one will be in form of the one of the benefits when it comes to you buying on Pindoudou app, right? There is no MOQ at all, unlike 1688 that you have MOQ issues. There is no MOQ. If you are to buy any product, you can now, this is just a design tree. If I'm to say I want to buy it here, I can buy just one. You can see here, this is one. You don't have MOQ issues when it comes to 𝐷 when it comes to Pindoudou at all. You don't have any MOQ issues. As a matter of fact, you will also get a discount. You can see here where we have this -3. I think these are the discounts available. So you can hardly find this on 1688. This is discount on this store now. That if I'm to make this purchase, I can make use of this discount. And this is 3 RMB here for the first time buyer. Now, if I'm to scroll down, if I want to buy another time, I have opportunities to make use of this available coupon code. The one with 30, the one with 1, then the one with 0.06 RMB. So, but if I'm buying it now, I'm going to be getting the discount of 3 RMB. That's another benefit when you are buying from what? When you are buying from this Pindoudou app, right? So another benefit that we are going to be looking at is the local shipping fee. There is nothing like local shipping fee on this app. You will never get it anywhere. It is what you buy, you will pay it for, and it's going to be shipped to your designated area directly. Now, looking at this necklace here, if I say I want to purchase this item here, and I said I want to, let me select this guy here, and I said I want to just get 2 pieces of this guy, and I want to click on this guy to make a payment, you will see that it is what I want to pay for. You can see the price, 4.02. So it is what I want to do. It is what I want to pay for that I will get. This is it here. So there is no local shipping fee. Only on 1688 is where you can get your local shipping fee. Then another benefit, I'm talking about the benefit now. So another benefit of you buying or making use of Pindoudou is the fact that quality items, they have more quality items than 1688. Now I'm going to prove you wrong. The reason why I said they have more quality stuffs than 1688 app is the fact that people do believe that maybe on 1688 they can also get. I'm not saying there are no quality stuffs on 1688. Please don't get me wrong. But when it comes to Pindoudou, PDD, you will always get it no matter any item you clicked on or you buy or you get on 1688. There will always be quality. Because I've dealt with them, I've do my comparison, I've buy same product from same suppliers on 1688 and Pindoudou just to confirm the quality. You will accept it from me by saying the quality I get from 1688 is more inferior, like is less inferior rather. The quality is not good at all when it comes to the quality. But the one on Pindoudou is very, very good and quality. So that's another benefit of you buying from Pindoudou. And that's another benefit of why you want to patronize them. Right? So now, the fourth one or the fifth one that we are going to be looking at is their payment method. Their payment method. They offer up to 5 to 6 different payment methods, which is the reason why some people do like to buy from Pindoudou. Even if you don't have Alipay, you can make use of your ATM card. I've recorded the video on how you can use your debit card to make payments at the comfort of your room. Your ATM card, you can use it to buy directly. Now, let me just practicalize it and show you. Let's say I want to buy this system stand here. Let's say I want to get it. And I clicked on this guy. Then I select the size and the design and the color of the one I choose. Now, if I'm to come here, these are different payment methods you can use. Looking at this first one here, this is WeChat Pay. If you want to use your WeChat to make payments, Alipay gives you rooms for that. You can use it to make your payment. I have a video. I'm going to be leaving those videos under the description button of this tutorial. And you can also ask for those videos in the comment section. So I can just send you the link. I have the video on how you can pay, how you can activate your wallet on WeChat. So you'll be able to use it to pay. That's the first payment option. Now, the second payment option here is what's it called now? Pindoudou Pay. You can also use this method to pay. If I'm to click on it here, this will take you to where you can use your ATM card to pay. This is it. And they are just taking 3% of whatever it is you are buying. You can see I already have, these are 2 MasterCards and Visa card that I've added, that I've used it for tutorial to make payment. So if you want to use your card, you have opportunity and benefit to use it as an overseer, because we are the one patronizing them. So you can always make use of your card payment. So that is for the card payment on. So if I want to, okay, let me just explain the other one here. We also have this third one as a preferred payment method for those people who want to send this as a pay for me option, maybe to your friends on WeChat or to your friend on Alipay. You can make use of this. This one now, if I'm to, okay, let me just go to my Google Translator to translate this. You will see I'm still saying the same thing, but I'm just emphasizing more about their payment method, right? So I'm not going to be going there. So in continuation to that, let me still click on here to explain the last one. This is the option for Alipay. Under this Alipay session, you can use what we call Pay for Me and Family Card payment. This 2 payment method does not require you having a verified Alipay account. It does not require any Alipay account at all. I'm also going to be leaving it under the description button of this tutorial on how you can also use Family Pay card. So these are available payment options when it comes to Pindoudou, which it does not have anything to do with 1688. We all know that when it comes to the payment method on 1688, you can only use Alipay and nothing else when you are a foreigner. This have to do with foreigners now. That is for the payment method. Now, let's still talk about the benefit, because there are a lot of benefits than the disadvantages on when it comes to Pindoudou. Now, going to another benefit of this Pindoudou app is the fact that their supplier do respond faster. Like when you text them now, if you are to message them within, as if they are just online always, if I'm to message them within 2 to 3 seconds, no, don't let me say seconds, 2 to 5 minutes, they will definitely respond. Now, these 2 response is a robot respond. The woman agent has not responded. They will definitely respond to your messages no matter how. So that is one thing that I've discovered and is a part of the advantages of you using Pindoudou, right? So now, on getting to the verification of suppliers, now any suppliers that you find here, this is just a tip. Now, this is additional benefit to it that nobody will tell you. That is the reason why you need to subscribe to our channel. Please, if you've gained value in watching this very tutorial so far, just smash that subscription bell, like the video, and also comment, please, right? So you can also share, right? So another benefit and another features that I like is that when it comes to their verification of supplier, is always straight. That is why you can hardly find scammers on Pindoudou. I will tell you the facts, yes. And what do I mean by this? You see all these suppliers that they are uploading their goods that you are buying from them. Pindoudou verifications of supplier, before they can accept them to start selling on their platform, the document they required for is always straight. Like before you get all those what's it called, all those documents, you must be a big company and you must have worked hard before they accept you in their platform. That is why you can hardly see a scammer unless you don't know what you are doing on Pindoudou. That is one thing I discovered about them. That is why you see their things always unique. If you click on their photo, if you check videos, it's always unique and it is always nice. That is another thing. But coming down, I'm still coming to 1688. I'm going to open my 1688 and show you some stuff that you really want to see, because we are doing the similarities between two apps. But I want to be done with Pindoudou before I go ahead to compare it to 1688. So talking about their suppliers, yes, this is more common. They verify, their verification is strict, very, very strict, right? So before I move to another advantages of suppliers, or another advantages of you using Pindoudou, so far, please just like our video, share it, and also comment. And if you want us to train your students, maybe you want to organize a physical training in a church, in an organization, or anywhere, you can always invite us. We can help you train them, and we're also available for on-site and virtual trainings. You can book one-on-one session with us. We now use a software that we can always see ourselves, book 1 hour sessions with me and my students. Like you can join us with a lot of your students. You can charge them for the services, then we train them. If it is in group, then we do it in a video call, so you'll be able to ask questions. Then we'll do it practically on our phones. We see each other's screen. So we are available for all these services. And if you also want us to help you create 1688 accounts, Pindoudou accounts, Alipay funding, procurement, sourcing, verification of supplier, all this is part of the services we render. So you can reach out to us, and you can also message us on Instagram at Zion Hub Logistics, right? So please do well to reach out to us if you are having any issues regarding e-commerce, importation business, and we are available for trainings. You see all these things, we have complete trainings for them. All right, so let's proceed now. But I'm going to be talking about the downside now. Downside of it. Now let's look at another downside of you using Pindoudou. Now the downside of it is, what I discover is the fact that when you are buying from them on this app, they normally delivered your goods with no ID. What do I mean by no ID? They will, after you add your shipping address on Pindoudou, they will just deliver it to your shipping company without your shipping remarks. We have some shipping companies that they will give you your shipping remark, like they will give you a code to always add on your parcel, right? So, but if you did not tell your supplier to add it, and you just had your warehouse address and go and pay, they'll just deliver it as an unknown parcel. Although your shipping company will accept it, but they will not know that it's coming from you, simply because the supplier did not add your unique membership code on the app, on the parcel rather. So what you need to do to save yourself from this stress is to do what? Just copy the address, send it to the supplier's DM, and instruct him to write your name, your phone number on the parcel. So they will always deliver it with no ID. So it is another downside of you using the app, right? So, and another advantages that I see on this app is you can buy gadgets. If I'm to search for iPhone here, you can buy gadgets on this Pindoudou app. We have a lot of verified suppliers that you will definitely get a real phone, and not copied, and not maybe refurbished phones. No, you will get a reasonable devices. But I'm not telling you that there is no refurbished. Yes, there is, but when you find your way around it, my gadget importation is coming. My gadget importation course is coming out any moment from now. So you can do well to join the wait list. Just send me a DM on WhatsApp that you want to join my wait list gadget importation, and I can also share the course with you privately if you want a private tutor. but I'm doing a group training this time around, and it's going to be massive because a lot of things has been put together in that course. When it comes to gadget importation from US, UK, China importation. So we are dealing with gadgets, only gadgets alone, everything you want to know. So you can just message me for the wait list, right? So that is when it comes to delivering stuffs, they deliver with no ID. That's the downside of this. That's another downside of the app, right? So lastly, when it comes to Pindoudou, right? We have been on Pindoudou. We are going to be moving to 1688 now in a very short minute. So now lastly, you can get a verified wig seller and hair sellers for those who are into wigs, who are into ladies let me just type wig, who are into ladies human hair and the likes. You can get a verified hair suppliers that are reasonable, both hair, different type of hairs. You will definitely get it here, both bone straight, anything at all. They are verified, unlike 1688. There is nothing like that on 1688, even though you see it. Anyways, let's go to 1688 so I can show you some stuff. But before I go, I've made mention of at least I've bring out up to 10 different points, both the advantages and disadvantages. We talked about the downloading and account creation. We talked about the app not being on Play Store, right? And we talked about the dashboard navigation. Then we talked about the MOQ, the discount. Then local shipping fee. There's no local shipping fee. We also look at the qualities, right? We also talked about the payment method. We talked about the fast response of those suppliers, and we also look at the customer support. That's I think I did not make mention of that. There is customer support on this platform, although I haven't gotten any issues that will make me to go to speak with customer support, but I think their customer support is also awesome. Then we look at the verification of suppliers, telling you that is very, very strict. Then we also look at the suppliers that delivers with no ID, right? Then we look at gadgets. Then we also look at air shipping. So that having been said, now let's go and do our final similarity and comparison on 1688. Guys, what I'm about to show you now will blow your mind off. So follow me to 1688. So guys, you're welcome back to the part 2 of this session. I'm going to be calling this a part 2 because we are going to be doing another review entirely on 1688. So please don't get bored, don't get tired, and don't pause the video, don't fast forward it, because at the end of this tutorial I'm going to be giving you a free gift, right? So this is what you do for me. Just close your eyes and open it again and smile. 𝐲 Logistics loves you for you waiting till this very moment and watch the part 2. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Then give me a feedback, give me a review, just comment I love your tutorials, keep recording a tutorial like this. Then you can also do what to ask me your questions, give me a feedback if you are enjoying this tutorial. It's not easy, guys, it's not easy. So guys, let's start. Now I'm going to be starting with MOQ issues. We all know, even those copy and paste in importation coach, they will always tell you, I'm sorry to use that language, copy and paste importation coaches, right? They will always tell you that 1688 has an issue of MOQ. You know, in some cases, you will want to buy just one item. Maybe you see the stuffs very cheap and you will want to go for it. So when at the point of you checking it out, you will discover that the goods is having maybe 5 MOQs upward. The least you can buy, the smallest unit you can buy will start from maybe 5 or 6, isn't it? So this is another barrier on its own when you are buying from 1688. Mind you, I wasn't saying all of them is having MOQ issues. There are some suppliers that will give you, you can buy, you have access to buy from one upward, but not all of them. Meanwhile, when we look at this on Pindoudou, we don't have nothing like that. You can buy anything from one upward on Pindoudou. So that's the number one downside of 168, right? So I think when you want to download 168 as well, there is now an issue. They've removed their app from Play Store on Android. So I'm also going to be leaving the video under the description button of this tutorial on how you can download it. The new and the fastest way, like it's very, very fast, very easy and simple. So if you don't have your 1688 downloaded, or you want to download the latest version, so the video will teach and instruct you and guide you on how to download it. So downloading now becomes issue 2 for those who are who are just starting up. Although the app is available on iOS, for those using iPhone, is available there. So now the third downside of 1688 is a lot of scammer. You know, I never make mention of scammer when I'm dealing with Pindoudou, because I never heard of scammers since I've been buying there and since I've been buying from those platforms. Yes. So that is to tell you that you need to be careful. I recorded a video on fake reviews, on how you can get a fake review. There is one item that I want to buy. Those reviews, they are fake. So if care is not taken, someone can fall as a victim and go and purchase it, and it will be in form of what I ordered versus what I got. And what is the reason why we have a lot of fake reviews there? I'm still going to be revealing it for you, because the major causes why a lot of suppliers are scamming people on 1688 is simply because the verification of supplier on this 1688 is not strict. They require maybe less certificates, less licenses. So anybody can come to 1688. If you are in China, just get their requirement and start selling. That's why we have a lot of scammer. Then another thing I will say is one of the advantages, that their dashboard is friendly. You can easily navigate their dashboard here if you are familiar with it. Their dashboard is very, very friendly. That is another thing you want to know about 1688. Then another issue here is language barrier. You can see here now that we have nearly everything in Chinese language, because this is their traditional app. They only design it for themselves. We are just the one patronizing them, isn't it? So in this case, there is issue with language. So we have language barrier. So another downside of it is to connect with their customer support on this app is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. If you want to connect with their, maybe you're having issues to connect with their customer service, you will have to if you don't find your way around it, you will never connect it. You will never be connected with their service, their agency. But I have a video that will guide you through a customer support. If you want to be connected with a live agent, the right time to do it is recorded in the video. I'm also going to be leaving it under the description button of this tutorial. So that's another downside of it. So now looking at their payment method is another downside. They only accept one payment method, which is Alipay. If you want to make any payment at all, they only take Alipay. If let's say I want to buy these goods now, and maybe I carted like 5 to 10, and I want to make a payment, you will never have any option to pay with maybe WeChat, pay for me. Okay, they offer pay for me, but just only what they do is Alipay. If I want to make payments now, it will just take me to Alipay directly. There is no other payment option here than Alipay. So that is for their payment method on 1688. So that's another downside. So looking at another downside here, they have to do with factory direct prices. you get to this is not a downside anyway, but you get to discover a factory direct prices that at least is more cheaper. Yes, that's another benefit. So then another downside or disadvantages I will find that I will always talk about is fake reviews. There are a lot of fake reviews on this app that is generated by a supplier that is selling that same item. They will go and create multiple 1688 customer accounts, and they will now use it. They will start using it to do what? They will start using it to give themselves a review. So I told you I've recorded a video on it. I'm also going to be leaving it under the description so you can watch and learn, so you won't fall a victim. Yes, there is a fake review on this app, and it's very, very common. Then another downside of it, there is a lot of downside when you are trading on 1688. That's why you need to be very, very careful. Is their verification of supplier is very, very easy. I've made mention of it when I'm talking about a lot of scammers. Their verification is easy. So I don't know why it's very, very easy like that. Maybe it was the most common app in Chinese. Maybe anybody can just come there to sell. Although they don't sell used item there. But even as at that does not make their verification to be very, very cheap for people to start. You will see a store with maybe a store opened, like a supplier just opened a store on 1688, and it will start using it to scam people. Yes, from my experience, I've seen it. I'll tell people once they message me that a supplier scammed them, I will say, okay, give me the link of the store. Let me check it. Before you know it, is a new store created in 2024. So why won't they scam you? Because the requirement, the certification they upload and that was collected from them from 1688 is just very simple and small certificates. So that's another thing. Then another downside, I've talked with oh God, I've made mention of a lot of downside when it comes to 1688. So you need to be very, very careful. Is account restrictions. They easily ban accounts. Their account restriction is very, very easy. Small thing now, they will restrict you. Small thing now, they will freeze you. Small thing now, once a supplier reports your account, the account is gone. You can't use it to chat. You can't use it to pay. That's another downside when it comes to 1688. Then let's look at their prices. So this is a benefit now. I think this is just maybe the second benefit when it comes to 1688. Their price is lower and cheaper, right? You can buy anything from this store at a cheaper price. As a matter of fact, this is the most cheapest traditional app in Chinese. And why is it cheap? It's simply because they give access to manufacturer, those people producing it from factory themselves. They give them access to come here and showcase what they have for sale. So you can always get it at cheaper price. You see those people selling on Alibaba, AliExpress, they buy from here. They do drop ship from here. In my coming videos, I'm still going to be talking about how you can start drop shipping. So that's another benefit. The price is lower and cheaper. So now looking at the downside, another downside is it is less quality. I will tell you that, but you will still get something reasonable. It is less quality. That's another thing. So looking at the price comparison with Pindoudou, when it comes to price comparison, this is another fact. Now, the prices might it depends on what you're buying. Let me just put it that way. You can see an item, you can see a slippers on Pindoudou for 51 RMB. Okay, let me just say 50 RMB. And you will see it on 1688 for maybe 42 RMB. And before you know it, 10 RMB will be local shipping fee. If you are to calculate your 42 RMB that you are buying it from 1688 alongside with 10 RMB that they are charging you for local shipping fee, it is more than 50 RMB you are getting it on Pindoudou. That is what you guys don't know. I will just leave it for that. when it comes to the price comparison, because I don't want this video to be a very long one. I'll just short it, right? So if you want a complete course, I have a complete course on it. So looking at the local shipping fee, they charge for local shipping fee. We all know that on this platform, they charge for local shipping fee. So, and another benefit on this platform is the fact that you are open for price negotiation. You can negotiate price. So there's no way to it. There's always a way to it. You can negotiate price, chat the supplier directly. Then let me round it up by saying you can never get, or you will not get, a air supplier and weak supplier on this platform. You will get, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you will not get them. You will get them, but the one you will get, it won't be more okay than the one you will find on Pindoudou. Yes, I think their shop is common on Pindoudou. Their store is more common on Pindoudou than 1688. Then they take offline payment. They take it on 1688, which is not good. As a matter of fact, if I am to recommend, I would tell 1688 that anybody you find or your system dictates that is chatting a supplier and is asking him to send his Alipay code to him via DM to make payments that is not in escrow, you should block and restrict the account. Yes, let me just round it up there. So that is the advantages and disadvantages of you buying or checking the similarities from both apps that have to do with Pindoudou and 1688. All right. Thank you guys for watching that video to the very end. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next tutorial.